Does that... Hold on. Okay. Sorry, have we been muted this whole time? Is that why it wasn't working? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I was saying is, I was looking at the stream preview, right? And in the stream preview, I'm like, hey, you know, why isn't my ENG character animating or whatever? And it's like, oh, okay, well, it's connected to Discord, so maybe like Discord is not detecting my mic or whatever, not detecting my activity. So I restarted Discord. Apparently the fix was I needed to unplug and then plug back in my mic. Anyway, we're back. Meowdy, everyone. Welcome back. I said it before, but you didn't hear it. Welcome back, Scaly Man. Welcome back, Buckwindow. Welcome back, Kitty. Welcome back. Scotty. Ew, Grimbo. Get out of here. It was a fun 7 minutes. That's when you say it that way. That sounds like that's quite a long time, actually. What's that cat doing? The cat is beating up that spaceman. You know, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, beating up that spaceman. Giving it a little shaky, 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 shaky. Can we look at Fib? This one? Fib and Archie? This one? Artwork by Omega? Thank you for looking. Alright. Thanks for taking a peek. Thanks for checking that out. Hey. You know, I watch some Pugman streams sometimes. Pugman is not very nice to the cat. It's like a... It seems somewhat abusive, this relationship. Keeps trying to beat up the cat. Anyway, someone asked earlier, who's responsible for the House of Hearts mod? And I said it was these people. Ka-chow. Also, the House of Hearts mod, we are now on version 1.4. So there was an update about an hour ago. So I got version 1.4, just a little bit bug fixes. Alright, so reminder folks, once again, this whole week we are raising money for the American Heart Association, raising awareness about CPR training. There's another bug that we got to fix too. If you have keep the beat, don't let it be eternal. Oh, keep the beat, it's supposed to self-destruct, but if it's eternal, it can't self-destruct. So don't do that. Did we fix the issues with Vagabond? The issues with the Vagabond Joker, those are tied to the Steam modded framework. That's completely independent of the House of Hearts mod. House of Hearts mod is not responsible for those bugs. Sorry, it's not a bug, we just forgot. Yeah. Forgot to check the box so that it can't be eternal. I got a text. Is it important? It's not important. Alright, cool. Anyway. Schedule this week. Okay, today we're doing put out a hit on Vagabond. Uh-oh. Don't tell him so that we can sneak up on him. Alright. Today we're doing a casual, friendly, high score competition. So we're going to be using the House of Hearts mod. We're going to be playing the Heartbeat deck. All hearts start with a red seal. This is maybe something that's not super important if you play like a really long endless run, right? If you play for a long time, you can find some kind of red seal eventually, and then manipulate it to be whatever the appropriate card that you want it to be. We've got another important text. Do I, or do you mean in terms of donation notification? What do you mean? What do you mean important text? Anyway, what I was saying is my DMs. Whoa. Wow, that is important text. Wait, my brother also sent me something important. Not super important. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to take the Heartbeat deck, and what I was going to say about this is something that maybe is not super important in a really long run. Okay, any long run, you can find a red seal eventually. But for today, the goal is we want to get a high score in non-endless mode. So only 8 antes, plus or minus 2, I guess, if you go back in time. Which means, okay, starting with red seals, that's probably pretty useful. You get the red seal right away, you can start manipulating your deck right away, you can get a high score. Maybe non-endless high score, random seed, as many tries as you want. So if anyone else wants to try, wants to play along, wants to try to get their own high score, of course other content creators this week, they're going to be putting in their own attempts, but if you want to put in a few attempts, download the mod. Get the mod and then, I guess, share screenshots in the BalatroU University Discord. We said we'll go for about a day. We'll spend the day on it. We said like a 24-hour window or whatever, but it's kind of loose, so, you know. Spend some time on it if you want, but don't spend all your time on it. What mod is this? This is the House of Hearts mod. Alright, so that's part of it. Okay, random seed, non-endless, high score. That's what we're going to be working on today. You have to use the modded deck, the Heartbeat deck. Another rule, okay, the last important rule is all of these modded jokers, all of these House of Hearts jokers, these count as times 100 towards your final score. So whatever your final score is, these count as times 100. So you do get extra points for just kind of picking up and hanging on to some of these jokers, even if they don't themselves score points. Alright, Wilkes, thank you for the gifted sub. And Scotty, thank you for another $40. $40.33 for the American Heart Association. Cool. So, alright. High score competition today. Thursday I'm playing Umumusume. You can ignore that one. You don't have to be here for that. On Friday, we're doing multiplayer with Bean. Some kind of collaboration with Bean. That's going to be noon Central Time. On Saturday, we're going to do the Twitch Blinds mod. So that's the one where you can Twitch chat can interact with the game. You can vote on what bosses we're going to face. There's a bunch of other things that you can do, but that's like sort of one of the headlining things. That's going to be 5 p.m. Central on Saturday. The full schedule should be in the, if you go to the Tiltify link, it's got the schedule on there. On Sunday, we're going to do multiplayer, theoretically against some community members. So Zeno is running a charity auction. So the idea is whoever the two people who contribute the most, whoever donate the most on Zeno's Tiltify campaign, one person will get to play multiplayer against me, one person will get to play multiplayer against Raffle. Currently, it's separated two categories. So you can either donate towards Rafa, you could donate towards me. For me, currently Bean is in the lead. So if you would like to play multiplayer against me, you got to beat Bean. In terms of donations, that is. On Zeno's Tilt to Fight campaign. We're going to do for whoever wins the charity auction, we're calling it. Whoever wins the spot is going to get a full 3-game match. So 3-game match against Raffle, 3-game match against me. Commentary by Zeno and Nandre, just like we do for Major League Balatro. That's going to be on Sunday. All right. Also on Saturday, this I'm not a part of, but I do want to get your attention about this. Murphy is doing a garage sale, is what we're calling it, on Saturday. So what that means is Murphy has some health complications this year and is potentially raising money for that, but also got the invite to this big fighting game event. EVO. I don't know if you know EVO. I don't know EVO, to be honest. I don't really follow fighting games, but as far as I understand, for Murphy, it's kind of the big one of the year for fighting games. Okay, so Murphy is in, right? Murphy just needs to get there. That's the issue. Okay, so how do we get Murphy to EVO? Well, we're gonna do a garage sale, is what we're calling it. So this is gonna happen on Saturday. It looks like it's going to be starting at 11 Central Time for me, or for a lot of folks, it's noon Eastern Time. So that's going to be starting in the middle of the day on Saturday. So there's going to be merch, there's going to be old merch, there's going to be new merch, there's going to be, you can purchase booster packs and PC parts and video games and, let's see here, other trading card game accessories. Retired stream gear, other collectibles, all kinds of stuff. There's going to be, I'm assuming when it says giveaway, maybe some kind of raffle situation. Anyway, the point is we want to get Murphy to the event. Okay, Murphy's in, we just got to get him there. Also, then any extra money is going to go towards medical bills this year for Murphy. Do we get the iconic yellow suit? I think there may be at least one costume change. I don't know if it's that one specifically, but I do see something on the horizon. How's it going, everyone? Did anyone get a chance to, let's see, watch the event yesterday? Yesterday we did Battle Royale multiplayer. I did a little bit of it, but I kind of got eliminated very early, so I was kind of on the sidelines for a bit of it. We did at the end, we did a 7v7, kind of chaotic, hive mind multiplayer, where you've got 7 people on a team. Whenever you make a change to the deck, it changes the deck for everyone at the same time in real time. So this sort of collaborative deck building is crazy when you got 7 people working on it at a time. Sizek and I earning as much money as we can each round, funneling our money towards, I think it was Nightmare, who was doing the scoring for our team. We earn the money, he does the scoring. Anyway, one of the ideas that we came up with, one of the things that we discovered on Tuesday was this Crimson Chip. Also this, Share the Love. So, alright, let's start here. Let's start with Share the Love. So Share the Love, Raffle and I, not just me, but Raffle too, okay, we misread this at first. Okay, and originally what I thought was like, oh, turn a non-heart card into a heart card. Like, bam, it just turns it into hearts. And I'm like, well, that seems not very important or powerful to do, just turn one card into a heart or whatever. But this says convert a non-heart, or convert the non-heart card into the heart card, a full copy of the heart card. So as far as like deck building power, this is death every round, which is cool. It's kind of like DNA, right? Like DNA, you give up your first hand each round for the ability for you to make another card. And so this does that, but it's a little bit more restricted, right? It has to be hearts. Okay, so it's a little bit more restricted than DNA, but instead of adding a card, it converts a card, which is more powerful. More restricted, more powerful. Actually, I actually really like this. This sounds fun. And when we did it, it is. It is deliriously fun. Also, the artwork by Omega is insane. I'm assuming that's Omega. It's got her signature on it. So the other piece of tech we discovered was the Crimson Chip. Okay. So Crimson Chip says, re-trigger all playing cards 0 times, but the amount increases every 2 hands that you play. So what this means is on the second hand of the round, all of your cards are re-triggered. So this is a 100% re-trigger everything on the second hand. And then on the fourth hand, this is re-trigger everything twice. So it's kind of like Super Dusk. When you get to that final hand, when you get to that fourth hand, re-trigger everything twice. As a rare Joker is still pretty powerful, honest. Wait, is it 3rd and 5th? Wait. Gain 1 re-trigger every 2 hands. Doesn't it, when you play the hand, doesn't it update immediately for that hand? Or am I reading that incorrectly? Wait, your 3rd hand gets the 2 triggers. It's after the hand, the number ticks down. Well, okay. I guess I'll be honest, wasn't paying too much attention. After the hand, the number ticks down. Okay. So, in theory, you play more hands, you get more re-triggers. That's the idea. And the thing that we discovered on Tuesday was, one of the chatters suggested it. If you have Burglar, you get extra hands. If you have extra hands, you get extra re-triggers. So that's the tech. If we really want to go hard and we really want to score as many points as possible, that's the tech. It can nan-inf with Idol. Oh, wait, that's a question. Can it nan-inf with Idol? I think the answer is yes. I think, yeah, in play testing, Scotty did some crazy stuff. I saw a screenshot. Mara, thank you for the 12 months. That's a whole year. Well, let's see. The Twitch thing or whatever, it says resubscribe for 12 months, Ben subscribe for 9 months. So it's, I guess that means Ben subscribed for 9 months. Congratulations. Also, thank you. Was it recorded? The VOD exists, so if you want to watch the VOD, you can. My perspective doesn't necessarily have all of the data, so you might have to watch some other perspectives. I imagine Bean may eventually make some kind of content out of it, a video that you can watch later. Sasha took a while to notice us in the corner. To be fair, I did adjust the opacity a little bit, so we're a little bit hiding. Crimson Chip is the chase card, yes. So another part of the rules, I said, okay, if you want to participate, you have to use the Heartbeat deck. You have to do a non-endless high score. It has to be a random seed. As many tries as you want. Every House of Hearts Joker counts as times 100 your final score. So yes, of course, if you get the Crimson Chip, then you do the crazy high scores, and then that's like the one card that you're looking for. But you can still get a fairly reasonable high score with just some other mixed up stuff. All right, Ante 1, what are we looking for? What are we thinking? We could just go rare tag and then just go straight in, try to pick up the chip, maybe. We could go try to get a legendary, maybe. Trio seems not important for us to do, to be honest. It's Lestoy. We'll see Lestoy again. If someone is able to get Naninf, we'll say they win. We'll say it's a tie. Remember, it's only 8 antes, okay? If you can Naninf in only 8 antes on this deck and not the Plasma deck, then you win. Even with a set seed, that would be tough. I think it would be tough, but I guess some crazy people have done some crazy things. So I'm not going to make any assumptions about what you folks are capable of. You want a burnt Joker? I guess not. Why is my taskbar misbehaving? I want to go away. There we go. Oh. Wasn't the Naninf speed run world record on the Ghost deck? Yes. Because on the Ghost deck it's easier to get cryptid. And so on the Ghost deck you need more cryptids than on the Plasma deck, but it's easier to get them if you get it earlier. Alright, while we're hanging out, while we're restarting here, how's everyone doing? Sleepy? My condolences. Hurty legs? That's not great. Finishing up some more Pride hearts for the Discord. That's exciting. New Pride emotes. That's awesome. Looking forward to it. Spending time at work. Not doing much. Just have to be there. That sucks. That's the worst. Sometimes I would rather be busy. I would rather you just give me more work to do and then time flies or whatever. But if I'm not working, but I gotta be there anyway, that's upsetting. Focus classroom. Whoa. Buki got a 6 streak. Talking about BalatroU win streaking. You know, surprisingly, I got pretty good bones. I've never broken a bone. Middle school janitor. Pending construction. So a lot of the work you do right now doesn't matter. Finally beat first orange steak. About to give gold steak a try. I guess if you've already beaten orange, gold steak is just orange but plus rentals. And the jokers are only rentals a third of the time. So maybe if you just ignore all the rentals, like just pretend it's not there, just close your eyes, then it's not that much different maybe. I guess I could play this. 6 high? Gay? Not gay enough. Do we go for the 10? We can't. I should have stuck with the hearts. That's what I should have done. Rats. Alright. I got lazy and then played the 2 through 6. I should have just stuck with the hearts. That's on me. Go diamonds first. We already threw away 3 hearts, so getting more hearts could be rough. 3 eights is kind of neat. I want an ace. Full house would be nice. Okay. Hello, Espa. Welcome, Raiders. Espa, did you have a chance to try out the House of Hearts mod? I know that's not usually your kind of thing, but I'm curious if you gave it a try. Pressure cut. Have not. Yeah, for folks who are just tuning in, the thing that we're going for is we're going for a high score competition. Impersonating Vespa for a couple minutes there. Yeah, when we first started my mic wasn't working for some reason. Got a pinned comment with rules, awesome. The gold heart thingy. The gold heart thingy that just gives you 30 bucks after you beat the boss is really nice. It's kind of like a matador. Nah, not this one. Yes, the card that pops up between resets. Oh, you mean like in the shop? Oh, you mean this card? Whoa. Alright. 7 of diamonds. Jack of... Wow. Hold on. What does the gold heart do? It gives you 30 bucks after you beat a boss. It's a little bit more detailed than that. Where is it? Bam. Heart of gold. When boss blind is defeated, earn $1 for every $2,000 raised during last year House of Hearts event. 32. Okay, 32 times 2,000. We said that's like $64,000 last year for the American Heart Association. That's really cool. I don't know where we're at this year. I don't know what we're up to yet. Hit the road. I do want that, but not right now. Strategy on re-rolling here. I'm looking for a rare Joker. I think that's probably a powerful start. Does this win already, or do we need... Alright, there we go. For folks who haven't seen this before, this deck, the Heartbeat deck, your cards, your hearts start with a red seal. Ancient Joker is powerful, but not really what we're looking for. Looking for some of the rares. You like the deck effect? Yeah, so like in the extra credit mod, for example, we had the Echo deck, and the Echo deck is re-trigger all your cards. That's all of the cards that you play, that's all of the cards that you have held in hand. Re-trigger everything. And that's kind of a powerful effect. So the way that we counterbalance that is we said, okay, all of the scoring requirements are higher. So this is not that. This is not re-trigger all of your cards. This is just the hearts, and then they have red seals, which means they're already red seals. They can't get additional red seals. They can't get additional re-triggers. But that's kind of fine already. That's kind of interesting already. Salvage, you like the flavor of it? The beating heart? The repeating red seals? Yeah. Overall, I'm so pleased by the work the folks did for the House of Hearts mod. A lot of great references, a lot of great artwork, interesting mechanics. It is cool how simple it is. Yes, this, you know me. Not the best reader. Big time yapper. A lot of yapping, but not a lot of reading. Is there a document explaining all of the references and Easter eggs? As far as I know, not yet. No, not yet. The team did a great job. Kitty patting herself on the back. I mean, it's true. There were other people involved. Yeah, they all did a great job. Alright. Hear me out. This is kind of like a rare Joker. We could cook with that. That's a recipe I know. I know that recipe. Just so that we get a run started here. Worst seal in Balatro. Depends on context. And by that I mean it depends on what type of run you're doing. So like when you play Gold Stake, usually you end up on pairs and high card spam. There's reasons for that, but that's usually where you end up. And then if that's where you are, if that's where you've ended up, then maybe red seals are not super important in that context. Look at this. I guess we could save our money. And we could take it. We could take it. So if we do like that, that's 2 pair. Gold seal without re-triggers is maybe not that big a deal. Maybe. I would say, you know, once again, in like a gold stake context, gold seals are usually more useful than purple seals. Purple seals a little bit harder to use. Alright, we can take a buffoon pack. We could take either of these. We could sell them for interest potentially. There's a mod that turns the seals into seals. Oh yeah. That's a fun one. How about Ace High Gay? Probably no Stuntman. Because we're on white stake. If you're on gold stake, Stuntman very powerful. We don't need it on white stake. This might be a situation where we get out of Droll Joker. How droll. Does this win? It might, but I'm gonna go for the flush. I don't feel like doing the math. There we go. It's ante 3 and things haven't gotten like crazy yet. So it could be worth restarting. Could be death for another king, or could be emperor. Probably I go emperor first, try to get some value generation. Like Hermie, for example. Negative rare skip. I suppose we could. Maybe that's the move. Maybe it's ace and 4 here, we can hang him and then take the money. Alright, and then this boss says previously played is debuffed. If we're gonna restart anyway, we might as well. That's a good way to think about it. To-do list could work. Full house. Smiley face, BPM. I don't want to spend $8 on a reroll, do I? Maybe. Alright. No face cards here. Bummer. I don't need Dusk, but I'm gonna do Dusk because I want to get the retriggers on the lucky cards, maybe? Alright. Something like that. Kind of cold in here. All right. That's a fun rare. Okay. Wait, let him cook. That's one of the ones. That's one of the guys. Ooh. Gift card. Boss says face cards face down. Alright, so do we want smiley face or are we still going Lestoy Jim Boy? Lestoy. What's in here? Could be Ara. Ara seems important. Maybe go Ara on the 5. Not polychrome. Okay. Empress is fine. Priestess doesn't matter. Extra discard. Does extra discard matter to me? 4 of a kind level matters. Alright, so we can snap off a 2. We've got a lucky 10. So, do we want to flip something here? I guess I can turn an ace into a 10. But I probably... yeah, the 10, and then we can strengthen it into a jack, I guess. Sure. And then we'll do dusk, I guess. Maybe that's a waste, doing dusk. So this is only supposed to be on the first hand. We did that already. Oops. I guess 5 in the front. That should work. Oh wait, it copies the card. I thought it just turns them into hearts. See? That's what I thought too. That's what I thought. How's it going? I'm having a great time. I mean, we just started, but I'm having a great time already. Celestial pack. This is not important, any of this. Free reroll. Do we still need Lestoy? Yeah, I guess. I could make more. Do we want to do 4 of a kind, or we just do hearts? Let's do hearts. Alright, so we can snap off a 3. I want to copy this jack if possible. Do we copy the jack? Do we copy the 10? I think at this point we copy jack. 6 becomes a jack. Good chow. And then I don't really need dusk probably. So maybe I could do something like this. Yeah, so something we discovered on Tuesday was if you turn a card into a rock, that counts as a non-heart. Or you turn something into, you change the suit, right? Turn it into diamonds, turn it into spades. Use that to delete cards, to set them up. It's a really fun interaction. Fun and engaging. Really cool. Frowny Clown, thank you for the 9 months of Prime. Chariot is probably not super important. Maybe Tower matters if we're trying to do Idol. Could be 27 bucks Temperance. Probably we want the money so that we can reroll for better jokers. Instead of taking the hung man here, I think we take the money. What we really need is a purple seal, but we don't have that. I ain't got that. Faceless Joker. Are we at the point where we can win with just a 4 of a kind? Not yet. There's DNA. DNA doesn't work with Share the Love. What's this? Scaling chips. Plus 8 chips for every card chosen from a booster pack. Exciting. Adorable. I love the pants. He's got the pants. Can we change a non-heart into a wild card? So this says exactly 1 heart, exactly 1 non-heart. So I think wild cards don't work because wild cards count as heart and non-heart, or maybe they count as heart but they don't count as non-heart. or something. Alright, so we can snap off the 8. We can sort by suit if we want. And then we can see that none of these are hearts. None of these are hearts. The 5 is okay. I think I want to dig harder. Alright. So this is... I don't know. So I'm gonna go make another 10, I guess. Okay, so now we know it's hearts. Also, we know it's a face card in hearts. That could have been a jack. Oops. Hey, what up, Sizzle? This is like, have you gotten the crazy high score yet? We got this. We got the guy as a negative. Gonna try that. Hey, we could get the rebate money. We're not quite 100% there on rebate, but that could be something that we want to do. Probably blue seal unnecessary. Is the negative effect the same as a death card? Yeah, kinda. Basically. So it's, instead of getting DNA every round, DNA adds a card every round, this is death every round. So they're very similar functionality. Similar power level. Also, once per round, on the first hand each round. Am I taking this rebate? I really like having the gift card. I think I'm not going to take it yet. I guess the question is, do we need Lestoy? And I think it's fine for now. Strength is good. Alright, so now we're turning the 10s into jacks, and that's it. Then we're on jacks completely. Alright. We fixed it. So I can turn 1 10 into a jack. I guess we save our strength. All right. Now we got the jacks. Now we have 8 jacks total. Okay. Lucky 2. Maybe now we have enough lucky cards that it's worth it to go to the final hand on Dusk. Maybe we have enough lucky cards that we don't need Lestoy. I don't know. Got the day off tomorrow. Cool. Give me the purple one. Bummer. Tower works. One thing that's kind of nice about the tower is we can turn stuff off for, I don't know, it could be like idol shows up, or it could be mail and rebate shows up. But then also these stones, we can share the love. Maybe. Go jack and 10. Oop. I guess this should work. Oh, against this boss, we're not going to be able to share the love. Beans. Oh well. We should make more glass. We have not had the opportunity to get justice. When we get justice, then we can make glass. But for now, it's just lucky cards. What a hateful boss. True dat. Alright. Cat. Tempting. We're at the point where maybe Lestorgian Boy doesn't matter as much anymore. We could just play the flush 5, maybe. Maybe Bartolomeo helps in that context. Gold Seal 4, I'm gonna say no. This one cares about straights. Could be a hack. Too late to hack him. Well, maybe it's not too late to hack him. We could start making 2s. DNA is probably still good for this build. Yeah, DNA would be good, except this is only on the first hand of the round. So you could do one or the other. You can't do both. So we're going to do the one that's negative. Okay, so 9 and 6 we can hang them. I could make a steel king, I guess. Down to 38 cards. Death card. Alright, so we get oops here. Yes. Okay. We have a jack. So, do we want to drop the 4 of a kind jacks? Or do we want to play a flush also, still? I kind of like doing the 4 of a kind here. Yeah. Do we copy the king? Absolutely not. No, we just do jacks. Flush 5 wins. If we had a flush 5, it would, yeah. Bummer. The boss said no. We do get to go back in time, though. Wait, that's huge. That's so good. Alright, we can take a purple rock. Yes. So now we have purple technology. Okay. Alright, so 8 and 7, we can hang them. We can snap off a king. $45 temperance. That's pretty good. I think now we have enough jacks to where anything that's not already Jack of Hearts, we turn into... So like all of these hearts, I think I'm supposed to turn them into diamonds. And then that way we have targets for Share the Love. We want to try to play the flush 5. Okay. 15 cards in the deck. Almost maxed out temperances. I forgot about my purple seal. That's okay. What was this boss again? This boss... Okay, face down cards. We haven't had Hearts boss yet. Flush 5 unlocked. Nice. Dusk Prince money. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, kinda. I need to figure out what this purple seal is. Could be a blue guy. Do we... Do we need this guy? Look at this. Do we need this? If we get enough lucky procs, can we hit 16,000? Do we need gift card? Yes. Probably. Maybe we don't need gift card. Maybe I could be persuaded. Fine. Lame. If I get a $47 temperance, I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti, and it's gonna be your fault. Could be 6 cents. Wait. Well, we can't do 6 cents. Well, we could do 6 cents for a couple rounds, not like infinitely many rounds, but like a few rounds. Well, hello, Venus. $45. Upsetting. Actual rage bait. Alright. I guess I could make a gold card. $15? Alright, that's it. Could have opened the pack first. Well, if you open the pack while holding temperance, then there's not gonna... Oh, you're talking about... Yeah. I wanted to reroll first. Reroll first in case there's tarot cards. Alright. So, we didn't get the purple one, which means I turned the queen into a jack. That's it. How's the run going? It mostly just started. It feels like we just started. One more hand. Maybe we're supposed to use trading card on the hearts. That is true. We should use trading card on the hearts now. Alright. I can make a gold jack. Copy dusk. Has Share the Love bug been patched? It has, yeah. So if you're on 1.4, now it's only the first hand. Okay. Bummer. Don't need the discard. Useful. Death, I guess, is kind of like a tower. Baron. No. Saki Busky. I guess Saki Busky instead of the oops. I just want... How did the Battle Royale go? I didn't do particularly well in the Battle Royale portion, but we did a 7v7 after. So, teams of 7. That was really fun. Share the Love can't be blueprinted like DNA. True. Which makes it different. That's so good. I'm so happy. That's so cool. Look at how happy he is to share the love with me. Snap off the ace, I guess. I can turn a 5 into a jack. Yeah. Alright, so we got some face down cards. If I sort by suit, then anything that's not a heart, we can probably discard it. On the ace, I guess. Oh, I'm supposed to use that on hearts, huh? That was my purple seal, so I don't get to use death on the purple seal. Gosh, dang it. Oh well. Oh well. Nine cards in the deck. Uh-oh, plus 20? Uh-oh. I've been scamboozled. Arrow Merchant? Usually yes. Maybe not super important here. Chad. We have not hit justice this whole time. Not that I'm complaining, it's just kind of funny. No justice. Alright. Turn a king into a jack. Who's the negative guy? That's Share the Love. That's, it's this guy. Hold on. You know this guy? Lestoy Jim Boy? It's the same guy. Just a little bit fancier. It's high res. I want to discard these. I guess I can turn them into diamonds here. We've been burned before. It's because I played the rock. I'm supposed to not play the rock, I bet you. Oh well. Alright. The steel card, no! Gosh dang it. Alright. Do we want a purple 9? Purple 9 is close to being a jack. I think we take a purple 9. Had to steal that last hand from you. I see. Tizak, is that how it's gonna be? Yeah, no regrets. Okay. I see you, Sizek. I need to turn this 9 into hearts. That does something. Wait. Oh. I think it is bugged still. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. I thought it was fixed. That ain't right. Wing cap. Wing cap, thank you for the 1327. Donating to Animal Well. Yeah, for folks who don't know, in the Tiltify campaign, we've got a poll, donation poll to determine what game the doc should stream. The choices are Animal Well, Baba Is You, Blueprints, Dicey Dungeons, Rhythm Doctor. If you want me to play one of those 5 games, hop in the Tiltify. Vote with your dollars for the American Heart Association. Currently, Baba Is You is in the lead. Rhythm Doctor second place. Skelly Man, that was your suggestion, Baba. I mean, it's a good suggesto. Solid. W-Coms. Okay. This gives me 32 bucks. I really want to get out of this photograph. Are we there yet? Eris. Alright, let's go in here first. So, no fool, which means we can Hermie if we want to. I could use Empress on the rock. That's an ace. That sucks. Bummer. We should save cards that are higher ranked than the Jack to help us copy glass. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you want to play high card or whatever. I'm not super concerned about it. But if you want to play it super cleanly, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we're supposed to do parking instead of trading card. Yeah, maybe trading card not necessary anymore. It'd be nice to get some more money. Alright, so the holographic 9, I guess we can turn into a rock if we want. I want to copy the glass card, or maybe it's too early to do that. Let's discard. So there's Temperance again. There's a Jack. How many of these do I want to discard? I guess we can discard a bunch. I have one more purple in the deck. We missed, and that's okay. So I can make 2 Jacks. Don't get burned. Am I at risk? Bummer. There we go. Boom. Ante-7. Ante-7 feels late. It feels like we should have been there by now. Purple 9. Could be oops with parking. Feels bad. We got to go back in time once. Yeah, but I want to go back in time again. So we could do this. Copy the glass card. Okay. And then what? Now we're trying to hit the purples. So I guess we could play pairs of jacks. Maybe we can play pairs of jacks. I think we're gonna turn the ace into purple. That way we can discard it. I forgot about that. I forgot that's a thing that still happens. I keep thinking it's the final hand because that's what it's, or the first hand because that's what it's supposed to be. Oh well. I need another mail-in rebate. We did all this work. I need another mail-in rebate. Goblins? Nah. How come we're making more luckies and not glass? So you have to draw the glass card in order to do the copy, right? So when we draw it, we do it, and we just haven't been drawing it. It's mostly that. It's mostly you can't actually do it if the card's not in your hand. Yeah. I can use the sun on the purple nines. Getting to the point where that doesn't matter that much anymore. Because we don't have much time left. So probably discard all of these. I can turn a 7 into a jack. I can turn this 8 into a jack. And then we got 3 glass cards. And then that's fine. We could strengthen the 10s. I'm going to strengthen the 9s. We have enough jacks. We could discard these jacks. There's the 9s. Okay. That's it. Alright, so ideally we hit the blueprint, right? Last wins if we wanted to copy last hand. True. Just like a pair of glass cards wins. True. I kind of want to do this cola. I think we dropped the photograph here. Okay. That's part of it. Heart of Gold just gives us money. So I guess we do that. Fool for Hermit. There's the strength, but we don't have the target. So I could do the 10. I could just go Temperance here. I think I'm just going to go Temperance here. Because we have Share the Love. That's the guy. So we don't need Dusk. We can keep Heart of Gold. Maybe you keep Dusk because Dusk gives us money. Maybe. See, now my Temperance value is ruined. None of these have Temperance value. The Feast is ruined. Alright. So I can discard all these probably. Temperance is only 26. Purple in the deck. I can't actually make any copies without Arrow. So let's try this. I don't think this wins. Huh. Okay. Can we hover over the non-standard jokers for a second? All right. Bam. Take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. All right. Bam. Take a different screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Go. All right. Bam. Take another different screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Go. That's it. Yeah, if you're on the Twitch side of things, we got the Slay the Jokers mod. Mime doesn't do anything here. Justice, I guess. Maybe you take Hallucination. What's this boss? This boss says Shuffle Me Jimbo. So we're looking for the Burger and the Idol. It's got to be both. Oh, I'm supposed to take the Moon there. Oops. We probably don't want the Hungman. Play the Joker's really awesome mod. Yeah, it's really cool that it exists for Twitch, especially if we are going to be doing modded stuff. Not all the time, but every once in a while. I can make more of these purple 10s if I want. I could just make the glass cards now. Maybe we just make the glass cards. Forget about purple. The plan with the purple was just to make money. We do get the strength card though. Alright. Clutch Hallucination. Yeah. Okay. Alright. There's 1 10 that I can target. I have 2 more glass cards in the deck, so I'm going to do this. Sun is not what we want. So, alright. Saki Busky. With the steel card, that definitely wins. For sure. Dang. No flush 5. I don't need the chariot, I don't think. I forgot about copying the hallucination. We just, in this run, didn't get that much money, actually. I keep forgetting about the suit changes. I could have used that suit changer. I could turn something into a rock, and then if you turn it into a rock, you can use death on it. Alright. Discard, purple. Magician again. Okay. What's a good win streak? If we're talking about gold stake win streak, yeah, 2 is solid. Back-to-back wins, that's already, you're doing better than most. Ancient Joker cares about spades. What if we do Ancient Joker? Bean. Ancient Joker on spades, or I guess Bloodstone? Boo! Boo! Alright. Yeah, so I think I'm supposed to copy the chip. How do we make that happen? Grab this guy. Okay, so that's share the love. Okay. This is the Bloodstone. Okay. We got 3 agains in a row, which means this has to be 2 blueprints. Okay, which means I want to do that. Okay. And then we do a glass card. Alright. That's it. Rebuffed. Alright, so that's an okay high score so far, I guess. But we could do better. We could for sure do better. We have a bonus multiplier for each House of Hearts Joker. Okay, so this is E22. Times 100 is +2. Times 100 is +2. So E26 is what we're calling it. Nice. Yeah, for folks who want to play along at home, okay, you got to get the House of Hearts mod. That's part of it. Non-endless high score on a random seed. You have to play the Heartbeat deck, and then any House of Hearts Joker counts as times 100. Wait, a couple of donations. Hold on. Let's see here. Wait. An anonymous $200 dues. Wow. Anonymous, thank you for the $200 for the House of Hearts, for the American Heart Association. Got to make more goals. Yeah, I guess we'll come back on Friday with new goals. How about that? We got an anonymous 9 and an anonymous 200. Or no, that's 209 together. What was our stretch goal? Yeah, our stretch goal, 4,000. I'm going to do Jackbox with the university Discord. For the next completed run that reaches ante-8, I guess it's just, can we beat that at all? So I'm not going to play an infinite amount of time, right? Like I'm not going to play 7 hours or whatever, but I might play for like 2 more hours. Weren't we gonna do a thing for if we win the Major League BalatroU Season 3? Yes, yeah. So I'm gonna do an Uma Musume cosplay. I'm gonna cosplay as Twin Turbo. I am not an expert at such things, so I did order a costume, and it's being like custom made or whatever. To my dimensions, me being kind of a long, skinny guy. So it's gonna take like 2 months. It's going to take time for the person to make it, and it's going to take time for the person to ship it internationally. So it's in the works. It actually cost me quite a bit. Couple $100 reduce. But I'm committed to the bit. Welcome, Drizzle. Drizzle, we did it. We reached 4,000. Rhythm Doctor is still losing. Someone said in the Discord that maybe Baba Is You is not the longest game. It's not super long, and so I might play both games. Baba Is You and Rhythm Doctor. Custom made cosplay, potentially very expensive, but sensible given how much work it is. Yeah. Both games could be a new stretch goal. Maybe, I don't know. If it's fun, then I just want to do it, right? If it's fun. That's part of it. Is this something that we want to do now, or do we try to get it later? Dad now, I guess. Boss says hearts are debuffed. That's good for us, right? He's not normally. We do want money now. How are we getting our money? Are we doing diamonds? Sure. Alright. So... this is the second hand. No retriggers. On the third hand, you get 1 retrigger. On the 5th hand, you get 2 retriggers. Oh, could be one of those. Alright, so now we're just looking for value generator. Maybe standard pack. Blue seal is a kind of value generator. Are we trying to do a blue seal? Sure. Alright, so I guess we just do flushes. Lucky 3. Could be money with the Chad. I think I'm not going to take a lucky 3 though. Bang. Gotta get a burger. Yum. Maybe this is not the appropriate start. Maybe you really just want to start with money. This could be something. Could be cryptid, could be familiar. Probably you go cryptid on the jack. Is this deck all hearts or red seals? Yes. Congratulations on solving the puzzle. Hooray, that's how I feel about it too. Alright, so we need 1 more heart. How casual are these high scores? Murphy, so far for me, the score to beat is E22. And then we have a special scoring adjustment, so each House of Hearts Joker counts as times 100. So with 2 House of Hearts Jokers, E22 becomes E26. Wait, did we add Murphy to the Discord? Sounds pretty casual. Sounds like light work for you. Yeah, okay. I see how it is, Murphys. Maybe for you. I gotta think about it a little bit longer. We're still warming up. I just started. Let's go Arcana first. Magician potentially gives us money instead of an Emperor. Okay. Let's go 7 first. Alright, that's it. Hack. No. We do go back in time, though. Vanucci. Brand new mod with a bunch of jokers, and it's just looks inside again. Oops, all looks inside. Lastoy. Jim Boy. Do you have enough jacks to do 4 of a kind? Not really. So make some more lucky cards. Isn't going back in time bad with the Crimson Heart? So if you're playing it honestly, if you're playing it legitimately, then yeah. If you have fewer hands, you don't get to advance it as much. But if the end goal is to just use blueprints to copy Burglar, then having an extra ante gives you more time to find more blueprints, maybe. Maybe getting like 3 blueprints is hard, and if you have an extra ante, then you have a better chance of pulling it off. Okay. I'm not going to take the voucher yet because I want to stay above 25 bucks. We don't need to make a glass card yet. We should just remove cards from the deck. Yeah, so that almost won, actually. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that helps. Take a look at this. Look, wait, look at how cool this is. The stethoscope. Don't look over here, look at here. Plus 15 molded hand contains a face card. It doesn't have to be a scoring face card, just any face card. Sneak it in there. As long as the doctor's present. Isn't that cool? Like you play 2 pairs, sneak a face card in there. You ever take a hangman over death? All the time I do, yeah. All the time. I do. Not necessarily everyone else doing the same thing. Alright. So, the sun, I want to use on my jacks. Maybe I do the 7. So there's a jack. I think we can dig. Is there a place to download this super fun and cool mod? Probably. I don't have the link handy. Alright, this works. Oh, we got a chat command. Look at that. Okay. Bummer, we might be cooked. Alright. So there's some jacks and queens we don't need. I really want to get more jacks, huh? Welcome back, Mott. Hello, hello. That might win. Okay. So, do I want to use the sun here? Sure. That allows me to play extra lucky cards? Sure. Can't we just use a glass card? If we had one, we could, yeah. Purple seal is good. Gold seal is good. Gold seal is good if we got all these re-triggers. Do we want the gold seal instead of the purple? Purple is usually what we want. That's tough. That's... Probably we go gold seal. So there's the sun. We could also do some steel cards. Do we want steel? Do we want to just make hearts? I think I go ahead and make the hearts now. Cool. I don't have enough eights of or jacks of hearts. We can do solo jack. Isn't purple seal also money? Yeah, but gold seal's money. I should have waited to do the gold seal on the final hand, maybe. All right. No smiley face. Could be one of those guys. We like those. Cool for an emperor or make some more lucky cards? Probably want an emperor. Does not give us justice, but that's okay. Rats. So here's a flush that we can play. And then try to get another one. No lucky cards is kind of bad for us. So one thing we could do is we could go make a gold 6 and then play the bonus card. Bonus card gives us points. Cool. Do you still take Hungman over Death when building towards Idol? Yeah, still. Most of the time. It's situational. It depends on how much stuff you have that you want to copy. Like blue seals, if you only have one, you probably want to make a second one, and then once you have two, then you probably remove cards from your deck. Polychrome 2 is something that we can try. Polychrome works better with the chip, but it's a 2. That is a fun 2. I guess if we're gonna do the idol, it doesn't matter that we do face cards. So maybe you want to take the 2. We can make it work. Alright. So here we probably want to hang him, but you could also strengthen a 10. Cool. Alright, so we got the blue seal again. We can try to get more lucky cards, I guess. Erosion. Too late for that. Another magician. I could use lovers on the Jack of Clubs or the Jack of Diamonds. Maybe? Maybe. Can I do this without winning? If I play high card queen. Long-term goal, leave all of the retriggering responsibility to the chip. Yep. And hopefully you get blueprint and brainstorm and then can copy the chip. Alright, we didn't get the flush 5, so I'm just gonna play 4 here, I guess. That's the guy. What does the Heart Joker do? The more hands we play, the more retriggers that we get. That's the short version. On the 3rd hand of the round, you get 1 retrigger all your cards. On the 5th hand of the round, you get 2 retriggers all your cards. We only have 3 hands, so it's basically dusk right now. But it does have potential if we get more hands. So, alright, we want to do the idol. We maybe don't need Saki Busky. Maybe that's the plan. Is it too late for 6 cents? We could do 6 cents instead of the trading card. We would be looking for a red seal. We'd be looking for ectoplasm. Business card is somewhat compelling. All right, play a 6. All right, It might be okay to get rid of 6 cents. That's a good 6. I could play 4 jacks if I want. If I can, I should. $0.06. 7th Joker slot. Boop. What else do we even want? So if we get a red seal, we could put a red seal on the polychrome too. Like, that could be exciting. I don't think that's like the most important thing to do, but it could be exciting. Extra discard seems like it helps. Didn't realize we had a polychrome. Yeah. Okay. This is good. Got a bunch of jacks. We can play the 6 first. Huh. That's a huh. You reckon might be okay to get rid of the 6 cents? Maybe. We can still remove more 6s? Yes. We have 3 more 6s in the deck. Boss says we're going to lose money. We also need cryptid. We don't need cryptid, but it is really nice. It is really helpful. Because like Heart of Gold just gives us 30 bucks after the boss. So like maybe we want to do that. Yeah. The money's worth it to me. Alright. Hungman helps. Wheel helps. Maybe. Crystal Ball is really nice. Nice that we have Crystal Ball. Alright. Aces you can turn into 2s if you want. If you're nasty. We could play a pair of 10s. Find my jacks. One more jack of hearts. Bummer. Kaizen Merchant, thank you for the 10 months. Also, Random Guest, thank you for the 9 months. I guess we gotta play these 4. This wins. Is that true? When does the contest end? We're gonna run it for about a day for folks who want to try and get their high scores. It's really loose. It's really casual. What up, Agamemnon? Whenever I see Agamemnon in chat, I think of Clay. Similar energy. Do we need this Chad? Long names. Yeah, maybe that's it. I guess we get rid of the Heart of Gold. I'm not ready to pop the Ectoplasm. That cost me 30 bucks or whatever. Mime. Take the money. Clay, that's the Drizzler's best friend? Yeah, Clay's a solid dude. It's intended as a compliment. The highest praise. Whoa. We did it. Actually? I guess I could do this, like that. That should work. If we copy the chip, maybe we don't need the Chad. Right now, chip is the same as a Dusk. So yeah. We don't need the Chad that bad. But using the Chad for gold seals on lucky cards is still kind of nice. New run, what happened to the last one? The last one we got E22. That's what happened. We can make more lucky cards, but I'm not super convinced it matters. Did we go back in time? Once, yeah. Ages ago? Yeah, it was a little bit ago. Alright. How about pair of fours? Looking for the Nacho Tong? Yeah, so this is, we said it's 1 retrigger on the 3rd hand, and it's 2 retriggers on the 5th hand. So we're trying to get to the 5th hand, we need an extra hand. If that's what we want to do. Ooh, this 10 of hearts is too spicy. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Let's do 9 and 7 here. Or is the flush too spicy? Nacho doesn't help low key. It helps a little bit. It's not like the main thing, but it does help a little bit. Obviously, Burger does more. No nanner. Nacho Tong is number 5? Yeah, that's why it's so important. Dang, it's already anti-7? I guess we gotta start making glass cards. Glass 2? I don't know if this glass 2 is gonna work out. He's not a believer. I'm telling you right now. I'm skeptical. Are we going for an Nymph? I don't know if we can. We could try, I guess. we're leaning in that direction. Doing the best we can. We just out here doing. Don't need this 2. Don't need this 6. 6 cards left in the deck, so we toss the ace here. Bummer. We missed one. Try to nan-inf speed run this deck. Speed run crash, really? That's crazy. Alright. Luchador. First hand face down. That's fine. You already have red seals. That's one less thing to do. Maybe. We get another jack. That's kind of sick. That seems really important. Okay. So, since we have the face down cards, I guess I want to play this first. We lose 2 jacks. That's not great, to be honest. This is our blue seal. Okay, face down card is the blue seal. Do we want to play a flush here, or do we have enough jacks? What does the second joker do? The more hands we play, the more retriggers we get. Starting at the 3rd hand gives us 1 retrigger. I guess I'll play the flush. That's fine. How come it doesn't tell me the idle card anymore? Weird. Burglar sounds like it'd be fun with that. Boy, have I got a surprise for you. Wait, this boss sucks. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to take the 2 of hearts. Campfire? No. This run is not getting there. What about the ectoplasm? When we have something worth doing, we can ectoplasm. The dream might be dead. Well, this particular run. Alright, I want the gold seal. Gold seal is worth a lot of money here. Maybe I'm supposed to discard the blue seal to make sure that we get it. Maybe we just hit it. Okay. Crash, your sub stopped. Whoops. Idol says 7 of clubs. That makes sense. Red seal. Gold seal. Gold queen. Or 10. Or 2. All right. Okay. Gold seal 10. Ka-chow. Mott, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. That's a big ka-chow. Alright, gold seal in front, I guess. That's it. Alright, now we need the idol to do the thing. I guess now Jack's our best hand. Eight of clubs. Boo. Boo. Fool. Invisible. Man, we're just a little bit too late. Just a little too late. Wing caps, I guess. Bummer. Not enough tarot generation? Yeah. Not enough deck building resources. Alright. Wing caps disabled. $34,000 followers? Do we? Is that? Do we? That's cool. So I can play this Jack and then we can get the other two maybe? How about that? Copying the chip just for fun. Retrigger one time, so it's just dusk. Bummer. W wing caps. Alright, so if we want a truly insane, if we want a crazy run, we gotta start with Blueprint or Brainstorm probably. Blueprint or Brainstorm into some kind of money generator. Does the deck do anything fun? Do you like red seals? Maybe. Not for everyone, I guess. You do like red seals. Oh, okay. What about... Okay. That's a win for the doubters? Yeah, that's a win for the doubters. Congratulations, doubters. You like when it says again. That is very satisfying. I like in the extra credit mod the deck over here does a little thing. Again. We need share the love. I keep coming back to it. It's it's so fun. I also like the Crimson Chip. I like that the Crimson Chip, for a re-trigger Joker, it's still very powerful, right? Oh, is the share the love? Yeah, it's still bugged. It goes on every hand instead of just the first hand. Anyway, with the Crimson Chip, of course the top end is very powerful. So if you think of like Baron and Mime, top end very powerful, but most of the time kind of mild. The Crimson Chip is the same way. Most of the time it's just Dusk. But then there's kind of rare circumstances where it's extra, which I think is cool. It's like a build around. Goodbye, Wingathan. Have a good night. What happens after $4,000? Then we got to come up with new goals, new targets. Okay. How about spades? That's not good. Alright. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the 10. Jack 10. We could do 5s and 3s. We could try to get a straight. Probably we die here, actually. I don't think this is gay enough. Bummer. RIP double skip. That's why you shouldn't double skip. Won't know unless you try. Don't tempt me, Crash. We did very recently just cross the 4,000 mark. It was a $200 anonymous donation. It's your boy, Lostoygen boy. Sorry, Crash. Rip. Pour one out for Crash. Alright. What do we do? I don't know yet. So we do need to survive. That's a thing to consider. We can go for hearts as a flush first. We can copy the queen, I guess. Turn the 6 into a queen. Or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe actually that might cause us to die. Diamonds, not very likely. But technically possible. Maybe better to go for the spades. It's like similar. 3 9s. Good chow. Oh, I forgot we could still do it on every hand. So now we're looking for a value generator. Do we want astronomer plus Jupiter? And then we don't get Hermie. We could get Hermie if we sell Astro. Okay. We have the upgraded flush. The upgraded flush doesn't actually win. Okay. A pair wins. So now we're looking for hearts. Turn a 2 into an 8. Boop. Turn a 5 into a 9 or play the pair. I could play the pair. Boop. Seems pretty good. Do I need these guys? Eh. Could be a Northern Lion. Lestoy is one potent gym boy. Agree. Am I looking for the diamonds flush? Am I looking for the clubs flush? Maybe clubs as a flush. Isn't it only supposed to be the first hand? It's supposed to be only the first hand, but it's bugged. Alright, so I like the idea of Hermit here. And then we can start buying stuff. Business card is okay. Popcorn is probably essential. Wool for Emperor. Hello, stupid. Welcome back. All my hearts are debuffed. Wait, 100% of my hearts are debuffed. That's not good. Is it? I guess Empress helps. What happens if we do this? Boop. Nice. Okay, so I could discard these hearts if I want. I could play a full house if I want. Okay. Yeah, popcorn is really strong. Popcorn gets us out. Alright. Death is important. Standard packs are important. This boss says no discards. That sucks. We could do a polychrome 2 instead of a gold seal 5. Push the fix. Okay. Polychrome 2. Okay. I want that 2, right? That's a different 2, which we could copy. I can copy here, I guess. Do we care about the death card? I guess this is fine. Alright, so I can copy a queen if I want. Oops. Yeah, for now we're gonna abuse it a little bit more. Alright, I can do the jacks. Boop. I could do a 2 here, and then I can play the 3 of a kind, or I could just play the 4 of a kind. Why are we copying 2? Because we have a polychrome 2. We want to lean into the polychrome 2. Could take full house levels. That kind of makes sense. Blast 5. Nah. Okay. Doesn't need to be a scoring card for it to copy. Yes. Hope you're not telling me. Oop. Because I already know that. Alright, so what's the final hand gonna be? Are we going for the full house? Does the suitless 2 copy? Well, it's a wild card. Apparently it does work. Apparently this counts as hearts, and then the other card counts as non-hearts. So it looks like it works. I don't know if that's intentional, but that's what happened. You saw it with your own eyes. We got the 2s. So I could do this. I could do a steal 2. Steal 2 for later. Here, okay, so if I put these 2 cards together, right? There's exactly 1 heart, it's this one. There's exactly 1 non-heart, it's this one. So, it's valid. Huh. That's an option. Okay. 5 and 4, we can hang them. Okay. So for sure we take the Chad here. I guess that means we get rid of the reroll. Maybe Dusk is not super important for us to do. Think of it in terms of being a wild card, it should work. No, it's easy. You just check, okay. Is there a heart card? Yes. Is there a non-heart card? Yes. This is not a non-heart card because it's a heart card. That's all you gotta do. Hello, Zeno. Welcome, Raiders. Zeno, did you get a big, juicy, voluptuous high score? No. Okay. Rip. Alright, so 10 and 8 we can hang them, and then we can take Temperance here or Emperor. I guess we just take Temperance. Gold Seal 2 could be Blue Seal 10. I like Gold Seal 2, it's a 2 of hearts. We did get some juicy secrets. Oh, some Major League Balatro secrets. I guess I'm gonna have to watch it back later. I guess I'm gonna have to watch my back later. Whoa. Crash gotta go. Alright, Crash. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, how about these twos? Oops. I was betrayed by the steel cards. Oops. Purple 3. Is it too late for a purple 3? Yeah. Alright, so the heart cards, we remove them. Okay. The queens, we can discard them. They betrayed us last time. Queen, I can turn into a 2. Wait, by that logic, shouldn't Flower Pot trigger on high card and a wild card? No. Each wild card could be anything, but only counts as the one thing at a time. You still need 4 cards for the Flower Pot. This says, okay, exactly 1 and then exactly 1. Okay, that's 2 cards. So you play 2 cards. Cool. Can we play a heart card and a wild card for science? Theoretically, I could. The mod team can just tell you what happens. They know already. They've done it before. Alright, so on the final one, I guess we play the full house so that we get the money. Yeah, we do have a bug fix, but I want to finish this run before swapping out. So the boss is playing in one hand. That should be doable. Got a bunch of shiny 2s, just looking for a red seal. Haven't seen the gold 2. Could be one of those. I guess in that case, we probably drop Dusk, to be honest. Chariot, maybe? On a 2, maybe? Alright. So we got some jacks and we got some 2s. So that could be a winning hand if we want. Sure. We could do jacks and queens. Alright, jacks and 2s, gold seal in front, copying the Chad. This wins. This rips. Cool. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to copy this gold seal too. That's what we need to do. There's justice. We get to go back in time. That's useful. This run has potential. Seems like. Alright, so we can go glass too and then turn it into hearts. We can use glass on... I guess the 2 you want to make it into glass eventually, so we might as well do it now. And then making hearts is fine. Okay. Alright, so polychrome 2, we don't need to copy the red seal. We can discard like that. There's the gold seal. Alright, so Jack becomes a 2. I can turn this 8 into a 2 also. Jack becomes a 2. And then copy the business card. Boop. Okay. I can make another one. I want to unlock the flush 5. So I could do this, but then we get less money. That's okay. Boop. We missed on the flush 5. That's okay, potentially. Flush 5 if we use the glass too. I think we use the glass too. I think that's fine. We can make another one if it breaks. Alright, flush 5 unlocked. Cool. I would like to make some lucky cards eventually. Alright, so this is 20 bucks. We could strengthen a jack into a queen. I think I just take the money. Yes. We could do faceless instead of business card. That's probably easier for us to do currently. Keep the beat. If hand contains a flush, randomize the enhancements. You crazy. Randomize the enhancements. Okay. I want to use the magician on my gold seal 2s. This 6 I guess we can get rid of. So there's a gold seal 2. There's also a polychrome 2 that I can turn into lucky. Alright, so this 5 becomes a 2. And this 10 becomes a 2 for later. Boop. And this ace becomes a 2. Boop. Alright, and then we discard the face cards. Alright. Do we have plenty of 2s? Probably. These face cards. 4 of a kind 2. 4 of a kind 2s should work. Alright. We do a little time travel. What was this boss again? Decrease level poker hand? Alright, so probably we try to play the flush 5 here. Hungman is nice. Alright, so we got the 2s in hand. We can discard the queens. We don't need this 2. We don't need this rock. I could just use the Hungman. I think I won't. Okay. Jack and 8, we can hang him, and then I can do this 8 with this 2. Sure. How have the runs been going? Pretty good. Pretty successful. We were able to score E22 before. I can turn this 2 into one of these. Copying the Chad. Perv! Thank you for the 3 months. Alright, so final hand. Right? Okay. That's a flush 5. Copying the Chad. Cool. Hermie helps. Celestial Pack gives us Mars. Okay. Yeah, so we have special contest rules where the modded jokers count as an additional times 100. You get super bonus points. If that's something that you want. What's this? Contains a 3 of a kind. Create a fool? Dang, I'm trying to create a fool right now. Okay, if we do the 3 of a kind though, then we don't get to share the love anymore. Are we okay with that? Maybe? Deja vu for polychrome? You right. Actually, you right. Alright. So... this is 3 of a kind. Contains a 3 of a kind. This is a flush. This is a chicken wing. Venus. This is a 3 of a kind. Fool gives me Hermie. Okay. I guess it doesn't have to be 3 of a kind exactly. I want to play as many gold seals as possible. So we could do something like that. Lucky cards in the front, right? We might get rid of the photograph. I think that's the answer. Since we got the polychrome now. Thoughtfulness. Wait. We should check the achievements. Rebuffed. Use the crimson chip to re-trigger played cards twice or more in the same hand. Nice. Receive each gift at least once. Nice. Wait, we did it all within 1 round though. Dang. Wait. We could do the 9 and turn it into a face card. Whoa. We could do more 3 of a kind, but I kind of want to do share the love, so I guess we do that. There's a bloodstone. I think we don't need that, right? We score enough points without it. I guess we could do a bloodstone instead of the photograph. Rebate on queens. All right. So king and jack, we can hang them. That's what we want to do. And then go next. Rebate on queens. How many queens do we got? We only have 4 queens in the deck. All right, so discard the queens. The red seal, we want to do red glass. I guess it doesn't have to be. I would like to play this too. Maybe I do these twos. Then that gives me money. Boop. That's very satisfying when that happens. Alright, so I don't think I need these twos. I want to do deja vu, so we gotta discard first. There's that 2. We could turn a 7 into a 2. Boop. Alright. And then what's left in the deck? I could do... Oh, now we just go fish. That's it. Popping the Chad. The deja vu didn't come from a Sixth Sense. It came from the heartfelt gift. We got a gift. When we play the 3 of a kind, we get deja vu. Maybe. I really want this gift card. Though, of course, rebate is really important. I don't think we need the bloodstone. Boss says discard random cards. Cool for a hung man. That sounds yummy. There's justice. So if I wanted to, I could turn one of the gold seals into a glass card. We can remove the 6/7 with the hung man. We can make some lucky cards. Should I make a glass card? Should I make, No, we'll just stick with the polychrome. Polychrome should be fine. We kind of want the cola. Actually. RIP gift card. How many 8s we got? None. Rebate on jacks. Alright. So... I want to make more of the polychrome 2s. I also want to make more of the gold seal 2s. Maybe I turn this 4 into a 2. Boop. Maybe I turn this 10 into a 2. Boop. Alright. This one we discard. Cool. I probably don't need the queens. I can probably discard the queen. 20 cards in the deck. There's only 2 jacks. One more jack in the deck. Bummer. Alright, so if I play all of these gold seals, we can put the polychrome on the back end, and then this should be fine. Okay. We could go back in time again. And I think I might. Alright. Are we doing a blue seal now? Blue seal for flush 5 levels? Maybe not necessary. Rebate on queens. And then what's this? Oh yeah, 2 pair full house. Okay. 4 of a kind levels, maybe not important anymore. Spade or club destroyed. Probably doesn't happen that often. Alright. What's the end game build? We're trying to get one of the modded jokers. It's the Crimson Chip. And then we're gonna do some idle nonsense. Blueprint, brainstorm, idle, that kind of stuff. Alright, so I need like 2 more of those. I can do this ace. I can make another gold seal. Hack is part of it. Yeah, we could get a hack. It's probably not essential that we do that, but we could get a hack. This seems fine. Zano can come to the stream and tell some secrets later. I guess, Zano, if you want to hop on the call, maybe we could arrange that. I can make it happen. 20 minutes? He's gonna hit me with the sweet nothings. He's gonna hit me with the desperate somethings. Okay. Rebate on 3s. Boo! We got 23 2s in the deck. That's a 2. I think 42 cards in the deck, I probably don't need that 2. Maybe I'm supposed to take an extra discard? Maybe I'm supposed to take a Seltzer instead of a Chad? Seltzer instead of Chad makes sense, though it doesn't last forever. Okay. Rebate on 3s. So I can turn a rock into a 2. I could turn a rock into one of these, popping the Chad. No plus 20, please. Yas. So true, bestie. Alright, I could turn a 6 into one of these. All right. Bang. Buzz, thank you for the Prime sub. Amaranth, thank you for the tier 1 sub. It does kind of look like a Vizzy Pop situation. My original PNG character was inspired by Fizzaroli. I really like the shape of Fizzaroli. Shout out Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Fizza who? Exactly. I guess we take a hack instead of the Chadwick. Maybe you don't need Northern Lion here. Has Been Hotel is awesome. Walking Juicy. Alright, good luck. Good luck, Zania. Almost sold Northern Lion. I guess I still can. Alright. We should get rid of the 5. We can get rid of a Jack. How many cards do we have left that we can still, like, 5, maybe 7 of them? 6 or 7 of them? We can still share the love. Just checking. Alright, so we have not hit rebate on 2s yet, which is a little bit sad. I can rebate the queens. I could turn a king into a 2. Okay. I can turn a 9 into a 2. It's not going to give me any money, but maybe that's okay. Hello, Brittany! Brittany, we did the thing. We did reach the goal. Oops. That was expensive. Now we got to come up with an idea for another milestone, another stretch goal. Alright, this should be fine. Yeah, right now we're making progress on trying to get a big number. The first step is get a lot of money. The second step is Murphy and I go to court. Uh-oh. It's gonna be televised with Judge Drizzle. Hey, look at this crafty guy. Alright, we got rebate. We have hashtag infinite money. So let's do this. Can I play a flush without winning? Just to get out of my hand? Maybe? Mustache infringement. He has no case. I can't believe this. I had it first. Let the jury decide my butt. How about that? Nine turns into a 2. Oh, add that to the case too? Uh-oh, that's not good. This just wins, right? Like, this is an insane amount of points. In the words of Michael A.L. Fox, I'm prepared to take legal action. Countersuit. Okay, so Spectral Pack, I guess, could have Ectoplasm. Maybe. So do we crack it now? Maybe. There's a Sun. I guess Sun helps on these 2s. Boss says my hurts are debuffed. Well, that's rude. All right. What's in here? Hello, Berg. Berg just got here. Welcome. So this is a thing that we can do. That's part of it. Sure. 40 cards in the deck. Is this an immolate situation? I think it's not an immolate situation. I think we want to keep some cards for rebate. We could take the trio here. It could be trio instead of Northern Lion. That could be helpful. Better safe than pregnant. I do want a cola though. So maybe we do that and then trio comes back around, surely. Even helps, maybe. All right. Well, that part was easy. And then now rebate. Okay. I might have to discard the non-2s, which stinks a little bit, but that's what we got to do. Bang. Rebate on queens. That's not unreasonable. We have 32s though, which is nice. Wouldn't wild count as a heart? Okay, so the way that you determine if it's a heart or a non-heart, you ask, hey, are you a heart? Are you a heart? It says yes. It says yes, it's a heart. Which means it can't be a non-heart. Hope this helps. You know, fortune teller might actually just do the thing here. Would that be gross? What if the other card is already a heart? Whoa. Wait, we could get the Hemogoblins? Whoa. We could get the cola. Hearts are debuffed. So... trust the process. Hit him with a trust the process. I should have taken the Hierophant. That probably doesn't cost me my life, but should have taken it. That works. Too late for the campfire. Alright. How much is this? This is like, let's say 5. 20. Okay, so it works. Pretty sure it works. So we could do this. That's a heart and a non-heart. Wait. Did it not work because it was debuffed? That might be true. I guess then we still do this. And then we could do that here. Okay. Now rebate on 2s again? Alright. Okay, we're close. We're very close. Overstock helps. Okay. Burger? But then we can't rebate. That's rough. But we can still do the gold seals. We could do a lot. We could share a lot of love. Sorry, Berg. Well, what if we find the chip, though? Well, we need to find idol, too. We've got, like, a couple different things that we're working on right now. I think we don't take it. I think we just do rebate. It's so much money. It's so much disgusting money. Alright, so we could do this. Hopping here. Is this rock too powerful? That would be... I would be devastated. Okay. All right. I got most of the money. I guess I want to do this. The rock is a heart? Well, it has no suit. If I go here, it says it has no suit, so it shouldn't be a heart. Shouldn't be. But we can try it. We did this before on Tuesday already. See, it worked there. Alright, now we gotta get rid of the queens. If we want to do the rebate, we gotta get rid of the queens. I gotta turn the queens into non-hearts. Okay. What's this boss? Okay, this boss we don't have to worry about. We could skip and get a bunch of vouchers and maybe try to get antimatter or something like that. I don't know if that's the correct move, but that's a move. That's an option. When blind is skip, enter the shop. Hachimachi. We do miss the rebate though. If we skip, we lose like 200 bucks. How much is the shop worth? And then we get the vouchers. What do we want to get? We could get antimatter. We should try. We should try to get antimatter, to be honest. Okay. So... Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Does that mean I'm not supposed to reroll that much? I could make some more lucky cards. I probably don't need this luchador. There's DNA. Is DNA important for us to do? I want to turn these twos into hearts. We could do DNA instead of share the love, and that's like a little bit easier. And we do get to copy with brainstorm. Hope your burger comes back. Alright. We can make clubs here. So I need luckies. Hi, Berg. Burger, return to the scene of the crime. Alright, so we can make some clubs, I guess. And then now we can skip, and then we get to shop again. Oh! Sugoi. Berg, you beautiful being, you. We've done it. Okay. World Desk Tech. Wait a second. The reroll cost didn't reset though. I was expecting the reroll cost to reset. I can hang the 3 here. That's probably what we should do. Unintended, maybe? Maybe. Okay, so we could do the rocks, or we could do the queens. We can discard these twos. We don't need that many. We might already have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got plenty. So, copy the rebate. This queen you can turn into a 2. Boop. Okay. And then rebate these twos. And then make another gold 2, maybe? This queen, if we use the world, we can make another 2. Cool. Okay, I have one more discard. I have a decent number of 2s in the deck, so I could discard all these. And then we just hit it like that. Looks good to me. Okay. So now what? We got 2 queens in the deck. We are looking for idle. We are looking for a rare joker. Okay. Burger comes back. So maybe now we do burger plus hack. Maybe that's it. Back to the scene of the crime. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Is there any skip that we want to do? No. Death card? Maybe. I could get rid of the clubs here if I want. We should probably not make any more glass. So we could do that there. We could do this here. Getting ourselves idle ready. Okay. We got a 2 and then we got 2 queens. That's all we got to do. This could give us a fool. I don't know if I want to play like 3 of a kind though. Free reroll, that makes sense. Gift card, that makes sense. Luchador, that doesn't matter. Hierophant. Maybe we end up using a Hierophant on some 2s. Is Seltzer good here? Seltzer instead of gift card? Seltzer instead of free reroll. Could be Seltzer instead of gift card. Sure. 20 bucks. We need like 3 rare jokers, which is not a great place to be honest. Okay. I didn't pick up a suit changer for my queen, which is unfortunate. So let's throw away a 2, I guess. Okay. With the 2s, I guess we do them 2 at a time. I could do a rack. Boop. Might have to smash some 2s. This queen can become one of these, or yeah, one of these. We need the money more than we need the seltzer? Yes. Seltzer doesn't really matter. We need to find the crimson chip. We also potentially want a blueprint. Okay. Yeah, so I think with these we can go make them bonus cards instead. And then this wins. Beautiful. Seltzer's done. Alright. Didn't know they were here? Yeah, Brittany from the American Heart Association is our event organizer. So if you have any questions about the American Heart Association or about CPR Awareness Week, feel free to ask. Power helps. Share the love is getting to the point where it's not needed anymore. Maybe we are supposed to do the heartfelt gift. Strength doesn't matter, right? No rebate. Sad. Power and death. That already does what we want it to. We don't have time for invisible. No. We could have done it. It's too late. Sad. Uka. Tamri has a long history of heart conditions. That's really scary. Heart palpitations sometimes. Should you be concerned? If this is something that you haven't already talked to your doctor about, maybe it could be a thing to talk to your doctor about. Myself, I am hashtag not a medical doctor. Got all these glass cards in hand. Okay, I can play these. I wanted to use death on the 2 of clubs. It's probably okay. Doctor told you to eat pho? Literally? That's pretty sweet. This scores points. Needed extra salt. Oh. Okay. Do we want oops? I guess there's no reason not to. I guess trio is a rare joker. I don't think hallucination matters. another rare joker instead of this gift card? Chad probably helps. We could do a really silly campfire. Pick up some House of Hearts cards just for the bonus. True. Well, we didn't make it. 5 a day. Okay. I guess we don't need this guy. Yeah, there's like a certain one that we're looking for. So I guess we don't need oops. Bummer. So this is the best that we can do. Can I do 3 of a kind without winning? Hopefully. Maybe let's not do too many of those. Why not buy and sell all the taros? We didn't have that much time to do very much stuff. I think I have to throw away the steel cards. I think the steel cards are too strong. We didn't do more campfire stuff, mostly because it just doesn't matter at this point. I didn't actually get my glass card, so I guess we play 3 of these. E22 has been beaten by someone else earlier. Sweet. That's what I expected. Yeah, so I don't see anything in the House of Hearts Discord, but maybe we could check out the University Discord. I'll look at it later. Alright. I'm still missing my glass cards. That's crazy. We could do something like this, 3 of a kind. And then maybe set it up this way. Is that what we want to do? Oh, they were asking if? Oh, then I don't know. What the heck? Bummer. If we had a blueprint, we would have had more hands. Rip. Alright, copy the hack. That's it. That's 10x off our score. Rip, dude. More than 10x. How about E14? That's alright. Dang, maybe that first run we had was more impressive than I thought. Maybe it was kind of alright. This has been bad for the channel points. My condolences. It did look really promising this time. We did have a lot of money. We did do a lot of re-rolling. We got to see this ante. We got to see maybe like 9 rare jokers. And then of those 9 rare jokers, we just happened to not get the ones that we were looking for, which makes sense. Bummer. Goodbye, Tirateo. I think that's it for me as well. Getting a little late for me. This is a pre-endless challenge. Yeah, so for anyone else who wants to participate, okay, here are the rules. You have to use the House of Hearts mod. Hopefully the most recent version, whatever that is. You have to use the Heartbeat deck. That's the deck all of your hearts start with a red seal. Non-endless high score on a random seed. As many tries as you want. So what we did was we did a bunch of restarting to try to get a rare tag, start with some rare jokers. And then any House of Hearts jokers that you have at the end count as 100 times your final score. So if this says E14, 100 times is E16 is how we're counting it. Yeah, if you don't mind, take some screenshots, share your runs in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, you can join the Discord with any one-time sub. Does not have to be a continuing sub. Prime sub and gifted subs are fine. Just any one-time sub or Ko-fi contributions. I'll be back tomorrow with Uma Musume, and then there will be more Balatro on Friday. So on Friday, we're going to do noon Central Time Balatro with Bean, multiplayer with Bean on Friday. Once again, thank you for hanging out, but also thank you, everyone, the past couple days, all of the very generous contributions to the American Heart Association, both in my Tiltify campaign directly, and then of course spread out through all of these other exciting different campaigns that we've got. You know, all of your favorite creators, everyone's got their own different incentives, so spread the love. It's all going to the same place. It's all going to the American Heart Association, but shop around and you know, whatever kind of donation incentives sound exciting to you. All right, for us, we do have the donation poll to determine what game that I'm going to play, a non-Balatro game that I'm going to stream in a couple weeks. Currently leading is Baba Is You. In second place, Rhythm Doctor. If the number 1 game ends up being too short, if we decide it's too short, we may play more than one game. So the other games, we've also got Animal Well, Blueprints, Dicey Dungeons. In my campaign, we reached our $2,000 milestone. So $2,000, we're going to do 1 week of gold stake win streak streams. So this is where, okay, we're going to put the speed running aside for a week, and we're just going to play slowly and carefully and try to win as many in a row as we can. Maybe catch up to Vespa's record. Maybe. For the $4,000 milestone, congratulations, and also thank you, everyone. I'm going to play Jackbox with the BalatroU University students. In the Discord, they've played Jackbox a couple times, so again, if you want to join the Discord and then hang out, play Jackbox sometimes, play Magic the Gathering sometimes. Sometimes we chat about Uma Musume. Sometimes. But Jackbox with BalatroU University, that's going to happen. Now we got to come up with maybe some additional milestone. Everyone's live right now. Well, not literally everyone. You know what? I got it. Easy. Let's go drop in on Nightmare. Nightmare is doing it's going to be the House of Hearts mod, but it's going to be multiplayer House of Hearts mod against Slime. Dolly's not live? Yeah. Very often we go into Dolly. Go invade Dolly in the early evening. Nightmare and Snails, that looks fun. That looks fun. Bird's playing Super Mario Odyssey. You don't need to know that, but I wanted to know that. Take care, everyone.